Demonstrate my technique for getting the seeds out of a pomegranate. Cold water in a clear bowl. Well, that's just rinse off the pomegranate and then take a knife. You want the water in the bowl deep enough so the pomegranate can be submerged so it won't splatter everywhere. Take a knife and there's a ridge bump around one end. You want to be just below that, and you're making a cap here. And peel the cap back while the pomegranate's over the water, so you expose the seeds. And then just peel this off. Some of them will fall out. So that's the top. Then there's 3 to 5 segments. Sometimes it's hard to tell where they are, and it's not particularly important if you miss, but it's helpful if you can hit the segments where they are. They're not evenly distributed, so typically it's 5 cuts. When you turn the pomegranate over, you've looked now to be sure there's no mold or anything, and with your fingers just spread this so it comes out kind of like a flower. So it looks kind of like that. While keeping it turned over, you go around bending each of the leaves that you've created back. Some of the seeds will fall out when you do this. And then go around again, pulling the very edges back in each case. This makes it easier to remove the seeds, since typically they come off easier when you're pulling up with your thumb when you're doing it on the other side. You can see some of the little splatters. That's why you're keeping it in the sink and over a bowl of water. Once you've done all the leaves here, now you can turn it over and you can see. So wherever you have these thin membranes, just pull them off and throw them away. So you work your way around looking for the thin membranes that you can remove. While you're doing that, some of the seeds will fall out. Typically, as you can see here, if you use your sort of bend it back and use your thumb going up, they all come off. There'll be places where the seeds are trapped in. You have to bend them a little more to get them out. This is the membrane, so wherever you see it, if you can peel it off, then it won't be in the debris. Debris won't be mixed in with. The seeds are in little pyramid sort of structures, so to get them off, you just bend this little bone around like this. In some cases, these pyramid structures, it's easier if you just peel them off. In some cases, better off leaving them there so you can get out every bit one of the seeds. Some of the seeds are in tight, but if you just spread it, they'll usually pop out. There's also a pyramid in the center. This one's clean, but in the very center, in the middle of your flower arrangement here. Seeds are falling in the water. You can see that the membranes float, the seeds sink. If they don't sink, it's probably because they have a little bit of the membrane stuck to them. These are a Joe Louie variety of pomegranates. Some are easier clean than others. Just use your thumb, and usually from the bottom. Sometimes they just float off. And here we are. Just bend it. Eventually, if you bend enough, it'll just pop out. There we are. All done. Here we are, finished, except for that one right there. Done.